In most video games, love is loud. There are kisses, confessions, grand speeches about destiny. But in Ico, love is rather silent. Two children, one dark ass castle, and a single act repeated over and over again. Bitch, hold my hand. Ico is a boy born with horns. In his village, children like him are believed to be cursed. So they lock him away inside a stone castle and leave his fate to the darkness. Yorda is a pale, glowing girl imprisoned in that same castle. She speaks a language Aiko cannot understand. She is fragile, she is afraid, and she is destined to become the castle's next queen. When they first meet, they are complete and total strangers. They do not know who the other is. They cannot understand each other's words, only each other's fear. But the moment Iko reaches out and Yoda takes his hand, something changes. A rise and a feeling Iko has never felt before. And I think you know what I mean. In Iko, love is not a cutscene. Love is a button you press. R1 to be exact. Every time you hold Yoda's hand, you choose connection over fear. Despite knowing nothing about her, despite having every chance to escape, you stay. You slow down for someone else. You risk your own life for a total stranger. Psychology tells us that touch is one of the strongest forms of human bonding. It releases oxytocin, the chemical of trust and attachment. This game makes you feel responsible. If you let go, she is taken by the shadows. Love is transformed into behavior, protection, sacrifice, and presence. Both Iko and Yora are children raised in isolation. Iko is rejected by his village because of his horns. Yora is imprisoned by her own mother, the one who should have loved her unconditionally, not used her as a pawn in her own dark game. They are told they are dangerous, disposable, and unworthy of love. This creates what psychologists call trauma bonding. When two people connect through shared fear and survival, Iko becomes the protector, Yorda becomes his light and his reason to keep going. They form an attachment without language, without labels, and without romance. Their bond is not sexual, it is innocent, free of manipulation, the purest kind of connection. Two lost children choosing each other. But there is one moment in Ico where the game asks you to stop running. When Ico and Yora sit on the bench, the song of Heal begins to play. It is one of the only true melodies in the entire game. Until now, everything has been silence. Footsteps on stone, birds in the distance, wind through empty halls. And for the first time, there are no shadows or danger. Their nervous system can finally relax. This is what trauma survivors do when they feel safe. They rest. The longer they sit, Iko eventually begins to fall asleep. You can only do something like that if you trust the person that you're with. A child who has spent his life rejected, finally feeling safe enough to be vulnerable. Neuroscientist James Cohen found that when we sit close to someone we love, the brain fear response quiets down. Our bodies relax and sleep naturally flows in. He no longer has to stay on guard. Yorda, on the other hand, takes a little longer to lay her head on Iko after looking around for a bit. She eventually does, though, and the bond grows even stronger. The song Heal symbolizes emotional healing, trauma beginning to release, two lonely souls finding peace in each other's presence. Light resting on darkness. In that quiet moment, the castle no longer feels like a prison, it feels like home. The song is called Heal for a reason, because this is where their wounds begin to close. Now, the queen is the opposite of Iko's love. She does not want to protect Yorda, she wants to possess her. She feeds on Yorda's light, to stay immortal. Where Ico lets Yorda walk freely, the queen locks her in a cage. The game asks us an important question. Is love about holding on or letting go? In the end, Ico and Yorda are separated. There is a sacrifice and there is loss. Yorda could have kept Ico with her in the castle forever. She could have chosen safety over freedom, but instead, she chooses him. She lets him go so he can live. And in doing so, proves that love is not about holding on, but about saving someone, even if it means losing them. Their story ends in silence, but their connection does not. Because some loves are not meant to be spoken, they are meant to be remembered. Valentine's Day tells us love must be loud. Big gestures, big emotions, big romance. But Ico and Yorda teaches us something quieter. Real love can be simple as walking at someone else's pace while holding their hands. Sometimes love is not passion. Sometimes love is just being next to the person who you feel safe and secure with. In a world full of noise, Ico and Yorda reminds us and teaches us that the purest love stories are the ones that don't need words. And remember, sometimes the quietest love is the strongest. Okay, so the month of February is known for two things: Black History and Valentine's Day. Love. So, in honor of that, I am thinking about playing a game. Okay, it's a game mixed between word scramble and Wheel of Fortune. So I'm going to give you a letter in every one of my videos, and it's up to you, the viewer, to put these clues together. It's going to be two words. Okay, that's my only hint I'm giving you. And so the first letter is in these two words are going to be O. So tune in for the next video to get the rest of the letters. And the first person to comment the right answer in my video, one of my videos, wins the prize. And what the prize is a $10 gift card to Steam. Yes, Steam. So, how exciting. Okay, thanks you for tuning in and stay tuned for the next one.